So if you want to turn the recording on, you can do so now. I'll be recording it as well. So if something happens, I'll send it to you. Just let me know. All right, so welcome to your Wednesday practice. Today we're going to work in shoulders and a little bit of core and side body. And we'll use the flow to open up our hips. And we will get started. Good to see everybody. All right, so if you're gonna come down to your mat, and we're gonna start in child's pose today. So go ahead and come down to your mat and you'll start in child's with the knees wide. You can keep your video on or turn it off so you're taking care of what's going on in your space there. And then once you settle down into your child's pose, you can have your elbows bent here. So let your shoulders rest a bit. So the arms can be over the head, but you could have your hands underneath your forehead or off to the side. But let your elbows bend so you can let your shoulders relax a bit here. Good. We'll take some nice deep breaths. Good. So no matter what is going on around you in your home or your space, no matter what's going on around inside your mind or even in your body, we're going to allow ourselves really to settle down into our practice and integrate all those things, right? All those things that might be distractions or worrisome or full of joy, right? The distraction of joy. But we'll let ourselves really come down into our practice now, a little bit deeper. So come down into maybe a little bit deeper layers of the body. By doing that, you're really allowing yourself to find some acceptance in what is now. Good. Nice. So from your child's pose, you can extend your arms forward now. And with your arms forward in your child's pose, you're going to walk your arms and torso over to the left. So let's let ourselves move to the left side of our mats in child's. Good. Knees are wide. You'll extend your right arm forward. You can slide your left hand back a little bit here. You can let the head come down heavy to the floor or on top of this right arm towards the shoulder. And just kind of widen the underneath of the armpit, the side of the armpit. We'll take a few more breaths here. Good. And then sliding both hands back a bit. Come to the middle of your child's pose, but have your elbows on the ground. And you're going to turn your palms up. So my knees are wide, my head is down. But I'm propping myself up on my forearms here. And I'm just going to slide my shoulders down my back for a moment and take another breath or two. Good. And then we'll extend our arms forward again, right down the center, and press your hands down. Get your chest as low as you're able. And then you'll walk your arms and the torso over to the right. And you'll extend that left arm and kind of slide that right hand back a little bit. And again, you can rest your head on the ground, or you could rest your head or the side of the face on your left arm. And there can be these like smaller movements within the shape of this child's pose to help you feel more connected to the shape. Just kind of moving a little side to side. But you'll move down as deep as you're able on this right side here. And then we'll come back to the center. And again, you're going to kind of come and prop yourself up onto your forearms. So I've got my forearms on the ground. You're going to have the palms facing up or at each other. And then we'll drop the weight of our head here and move our head side to side. So as we work into some shoulder work today, we'll work into our hands. We'll work into our hands. Let your head drop here. A couple more breaths here in child, but it's kind of supported up from the ground. Filling up and emptying out a couple more times here. Good. And then from here, we're going to move into puppy pose or anahatasana. So go ahead and come up onto your hands and your knees. And we'll stretch the arms forward. So I've got my knees a little bit further apart. And then my arms, my hands are going to walk forward. I've got my low belly pulling in. And I'm just going to extend my arms forward until my chest comes down to the ground. I'm on my chin. If that's too much, it could be forehead. Good. So my arms are reaching. You can have a little bend in the elbow if you need to. If you like, you can take your hands wider apart. Good. So anahatasana, this puppy pose, is a great way to widen and open the chest, but also notice what's going on in the shoulder. If you're noticing some pinch in the top or back of the shoulder, I want you to see if you can bring your breath and awareness there and see if you can soften that area a bit, although still staying engaged at the length of the arms and the chest. You might want to feel like you're kind of hugging the armpit in a little bit. All right. I had a teacher, it was Kelly Jean Moore actually, moons ago, and she used to use a cue for armpit as if you had like a little tiny mouse or a gerbil that you were trying to hold up underneath your armpit. Sounds a little weird, but I'll never forget that, right? It totally landed on me, I guess. So you'll feel as if you're kind of hugging, you're holding this little tiny mouse up under your armpit. Good. So one more deep breath here. The hips are high in anahatasana, or melting heart. Good. All right, so slowly we are going to come down into a sphinx. So pull the belly in, just kind of come to your elbows, and then you'll step the feet back. And we'll slide down onto our belly and move around a little bit here. So I'm going to turn my toes under and push my heels back just to kind of enliven the legs and feel the distance, right, the space between the back of the heel pushing back and the sternum reaching forward. And then take some nice deep breaths. So, you know, yoga is so much about creating space in the body. And we create space in the body through the postures, the asana, the awareness of our breath throughout it. And then also, you know, this engagement, this kind of like tensegrity of action, this push and pull within. Good. And then we're going to settle the legs down, relax them, untuck the toes, point the toes back behind you and press the feet into the ground. And then you're going to move around a little side to side. If you want, you can let the head drop. Good. Relaxing your face. Good. Moving a little side to side with the head. Move into the side of the neck. Make some circle shapes if you'd like. Relax your jaw. So one of the lovelier parts about this type of practice for the shoulders is that it will be, you know, as we work into different variations of plank to integrate the shoulders. It's also nice and juicy if you're really going to get some good neck treatments. We have a little bit longer here. So really come into your body. I'm pushing my pubic bone down to help me kind of walk up the front of my ribs, right? Really opening up the front of the body here. The shoulders slide down the back, but it's gentle, right? So you can kind of move around in it a bit. About 3 more breaths here, my friends. It's a great way to move in the morning hours, especially on such a rainy day as it is here in Charleston. One more breath. Good. And then you're going to pull your belly in and kind of spill forward. And I want you to let your low back traction. I bring my hands to my low back and push down. So I'm feeling my frontal hip points kind of pull up into the body as I lengthen my tailbone here. And you can, you know, make any movements that you need or press down into any part of the low back, around the iliac crest of the hip, anything that feels good here. That's what it's all about. Good. One more breath. And then you're going to make your way into tabletop. So we'll push our way into tabletop here. So yesterday, we practiced shoulder stands. on our Tuesday practice, which was lovely. So I definitely, need this type of practice today for shoulders. All right, so cats and cows here. As you inhale, you'll drop the belly and lift the chest. So just take a moment to pause and slide your shoulders down your back. So you shouldn't feel just this in the low back here. You should be feeling this crawl up the mid back as the shoulders kind of swing your heart forward, right? We'll take a breath. If it feels like a pinch in the low back, and you pull the belly in and back out of it a little bit. All right, every time. All right, on your exhale, we're gonna round, we're gonna press the ground away, really kind of pile drive these arms in. And you can spin your elbow creases kind of in towards each other. And as you turn the arms in towards each other, you'll get a larger opening in the upper back. You can let your head really hang here. Good. Move around a little side to side. Belly stays in. Good, and then from the center, again. So we'll move through cats and cows, and I'm kind of spinning my biceps more forward here. Belly is in, swinging my chest forward. Good, and as you exhale, you'll round. And so you can create these movements on your own breath. You can pause, but this is really just bringing some awareness into hopefully some fluidity that you can gain. An extension and flexion of the spine, but also shoulder blades, neck, side body even. Good, so take some deep breaths here. Good, everybody looks great. Good. All right, so we're going to come into our downward facing dog. So turn your toes under. Before you launch your hips up, go ahead and just turn the toes under and press your hips back, and then let the knees hover a little bit here. So you're just stretching out the bottoms of the feet. You can move around. You can dig the toes in, drop your head. So I'm just digging my toes in and pushing back. And then I'm going to push the ground away so much that my hips lift up, but my knees are bent. So see how I'm just kind of lifting up to the hips. Press the hands down into the ground and rotate those biceps forward again. Press. So we'll keep the downward dog a little bit more contained or integrated through the arms and shoulder work for a moment. And then we'll start to add a little bit more of the hamstrings. So take another breath here. Belly is in nice and tight. And then you can begin to really lengthen the back of the legs. And you want to do that through the heels and the sit bones. And the knees just come in on line when they need to. And you can move a little side to side, which can feel really nice. Good. Relax your forehead. Relax your jaw. Just 3 more breaths here. Keep your biceps rolling forward a little bit. Straighten your legs if you can. Move around in it. Good. All right, so we're going to walk our feet to the center of our mat, maybe a little higher, maybe a footprint higher. And then we'll take our feet a little bit wider apart. And we're going to halfway lift here. So you can dig the fingertips in, or you can have the hands on the shins or higher here. If you have props, which I absolutely suggest that you own some of your own, you have a block under your hands. 1 more breath here. So it's a really nice strong position here. Leaning forward in the toes a bit, still in the heels. And then you're going to come dangle. So I'm going to soften my knees here a little bit to try to get myself deeper down into the forward fold to open up my upper back, right? This mid back all the way up to the thoracic, right? To the cervical area. And then we're going to sway around a little bit here. Good. You can smile. Right, those muscles need lots of activity these days. Your smiling muscles. It's a few more. Dangle. Move in a little deeper. Push down. Kind of swaying side to side here. And then I'm going to inhale and come up halfway again. Pause. Nice long neck. Look straight down, maybe even a little bit behind you. Pull the belly in. I've got my hands a little bit further than my shoulders, and I'm plugging my shoulders into the back. So lots of intentional work in the shoulders and side body here. Fill up, empty out. And then we're going to step our right hand, look, it's right underneath my nose. I'm going to bend my right knee and then pull my right knee out to the side. So don't let it collapse in, pull it out a little bit. And then you're gonna bring your arm up overhead. Take a breath. And then as we are here, you can see I'm kind of like lengthening the tailbone here. So reach up, push down into the outside edge of the right foot. And the big toe of the left foot, go a little deeper. Good. And then we're gonna swing our left arm down and pause. Take a breath. And then we'll have the left hand under the nose, the left knee will bend. Pull the left knee up to the side a bit so it's open. And then the right arm will reach up. And then you'll lengthen that tailbone. So it's very effortful to pull it down. And I'm reaching my fingertips away from each other. However, I'm sliding my shoulders down into the mid-back. Good. Take another breath here. And then the right hand will come down as well. So inhale, come to stand, knees are soft. Just kind of drag yourself up, and the arms will reach up overhead. Nice deep breath, reach up. So as I'm reaching up here, I'm squeezing my legs, my quads are lifting. Good, so my quads are coming up to my hips here. Take a breath. And then exhale, hands will come together and slide to my heart. Good. So we're gonna keep our feet wide, and the flow, the beginning of the flow today is going to be in hips, squats. And the reason is because we're going to work so much in shoulders that I will tire them out with the chaturangas. All right? All right, so here we go. My toes are slightly out. I'm going to inhale my arms straight up overhead. I'm going to exhale, lean to the right, and with my feet a little wider, it gives me a little bit more space to kind of push my hip over to the left here, right? So I'm pushing my hip to the left. I'm going to look down at the right side of the floor. Good. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, lean to the left and push your hip, right, slide it over to the right. Good. So you can feel a little bit longer in the side stretch, a little bit wider perhaps. Bring it all the way back up. Inhale. Exhale, come down to a squat. So toes come out and hips go all the way down. So we'll move around through this. Pick up the pace in a moment, but I want you to let your body get used to the movement first and see where you are. Right? Notice how it feels for you. And so the position of your hands can be at the heart, pressing the elbows out wide. It could be forward, right? Opening up the shoulders and sternum a bit more. Or you can have your hands on the ground. Your heels are off the ground. You can have a little blanket or something under your heels, or you can just work without it, right? We'll take one more breath here. Push the knees wide. The sternum is up. Good. All right, pressing down into my feet, right? I'm going to push down and squeeze the center to rise up. And my legs stay firm the whole time. Squeezing my butt. Arms reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. Inhale, arms reach up. My toes are going to come forward a bit here. Exhale, lean to the right. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale, reach up. Good. Exhale, bring it down. Good. Inhale, push up. Toes come forward. Exhale, lean to the right. Inhale, back to the center and to the left. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, toes go out a little bit more and come down. So this is the pattern. We'll add a twist on in a moment. Inhale, press down to rise. So squeeze up. Lift your quads. Toes are forward. Exhale, right. Inhale up. Exhale, left. Inhale, lift up. Lift your chest. Exhale, toes out, come down. As you come down, you know you're pushing down, right? Pushing down. Pull your belly in. Find your root. Inhale, rise up, push. Good. Toes are forward. Exhale, hands to the heart for a moment. We'll add a twist on here. This is a great kind of flow to move with some music you like, so you can remember that for the next time. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, lean to the right. Inhale, up to the center. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale, up to the center. Exhale, twist to the right. Arms can pull away from each other, but shoulders slide in. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist to the left. Good. Pull the fingertips apart. The shoulders are in. Relax your neck. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, squat down. Toes out. Good. Land in. So I want you to feel drawn down. Got a few more cycles like this. Good. Press down to rise. Inhale, reach up. Quads lift. Toes forward. Exhale, lean to the right. Inhale up to the center. Lean to the left. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, turn to the right. Back to the center. Turn to the left. Whole body. Back to the center. Exhale, squat down. Good. We're going to add one more thing on. Ready? Press down to rise. Inhale, reach up. Toes forward. Exhale, lean to the right. Back to the center. Lean to the left. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, turn to the right. Back to the center. Exhale, turn to the left. Good. Inhale, back to the center. Pause. Exhale, chair. My toes are forward. Good. Take a deep breath here. Hands can be at the heart or forward, wherever you'd like them to be. Inhale, stand up. Lift the quads. Toes turn out. Breathe in. Exhale, squat. Good. We'll do 2 more cycles like that. Inhale, press down to rise. Toes forward, lean to the right. Reach back up, lean to the left, breathe out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist to the right. Bring it back to the center. Breathe out, turn to the left. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale, chair. Good, knees are back. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, toes out. Exhale, squat. Good. Inhale, stand up. Toes are forward. Lean to the right. Back to the center and to the left. Inhale up. Turn to the right. Back to the center and to the left. Back to the center. Chair. Inhale, stand up. Toes turn out. Exhale, squat. Last set here, my friends. Inhale, push down to rise. Reach up. Exhale, lean to the right. Back to the center. Lean to the left. Inhale, stand up. Good. Exhale, turn to the right. Inhale, up. Turn to the left. Inhale, back up. Exhale, chair. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, toes out, squat. Good. Take a breath here. In. Let it go. Move your head around. Good. Whole body work. Lovely. One more breath here. Good. So you can bring your hands down to the earth, and then we're going to move into our forward fold. So pressing down, toes go forward, and fold down. Move your head a little forward and back. You can halfway lift here. You can move your shoulders around a little bit. Good. Drop your chin to your chest. Good. One more. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Hands come down. Place your hands really well in the mat. You can bend your knees to get them down there. Spin the elbow creases slightly forward, and then you're going to step back to plank. A nice wide plank. So the toes are in alignment with the back of the hands here. Good. Pull the belly in. So think about your shoulders here. As you align your hands really well for the shoulders, you'll get less of that shakiness in the arms. If you're shaking your arms, probably your hands are too far forward or back. You can try that. Take another breath. Good. The knees will come down. Untuck the toes. Come all the way down to the belly. Good. So keep your hands as they are and point your toes back behind you. I always tend to readjust my feet, lifting the knees up a little bit and then placing them back down. Take a breath, gazes down. Good. Push the pubic bone down and find baby cobra. So baby cobra, you're kind of pulling the shoulders down away from the ears, and then you can pull the elbows up. We'll take a couple of more breaths here. The hands or fingertips could float or you can have them gentle on the mat. Good, 3 more breaths here. Extend your spine. So it's not a folding of the back body, it's an extension of the front body. Good, 1 more breath. As you exhale, keep the belly in, and then spill forward. Chin comes down, move the hips. Good. And then hips to heels for child. Hips to heels for child. Good. So now that you've warmed up just a little bit here, we'll transition into some downward dog work, some hip flexor work, and shoulder core. So we're just kind of building up into integrating shoulders, right? Into planks, forearm planks mostly. Sphinx. So from child's, go ahead and turn your toes under and make your way into downward dog. So in a downward dog, if you remember, so we were talking about at the beginning of practice, how you're hugging the armpits in a little bit. So you're opening up the side of the body here for sure. But you've got your armpits, right, not pushing forward or out, not spilling out. You're kind of hugging in. So you feel the outside line of the arm. And if you can imagine holding a little bitty gerbil in there, a little mousy. That's what I want you to feel here. Move your hips a little side to side. Good. Push the chest back. 1 more breath. Good. All right, step to the top of your mat. Feet come together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down, please. Good. Inhale, come all the way to rise. Reach up. Good. Exhale, fold back down. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Good. Step your left foot back. Good. Take a moment here to pause. You can use a block underneath your hand or fingertips. Lean the hips down a little bit here. Good. Nice deep breath. All right. So we're going to pick the hips up. We're going to rise Anjaneyasana. So nice high lunge here. Big breath. You can keep the arms up overhead, thumbs pulling back. You could bend the elbows. Good. 1 more breath. Good. Hands will come down. Beautiful. Step back to plank. Good. Lower the knees down. Pull the belly in. You'll untuck the toes. You'll come all the way down here. Good. Slide the fingertips forward. Find Sphinx. So here comes the work for shoulders and belly. In Sphinx, you're going to pull your ribs in and pick the hips up. So I wonder, can you even see me? I shouldn't have worn a dark shirt today and dark pants. So essentially, I got a lot of space under here. But you're integrating the shoulders into the back body. Good. Slowly lower back down. Look up, inhale. Exhale. Downward facing dog. You can always push through child or plank. Take a breath here. Good. Step forward. Breathe in, halfway lift, feet come closer. Exhale, fold. Breathe in, come up. So not fast movement, really intentional. Exhale, bring it back down. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, fold. Right foot steps back. Drop into the hip here for a moment. You do this just because we haven't been here before, and I bet your front hip needs it. Mine does. All right, when we're ready, we pull the belly in. We press down to rise. Arms reach up overhead. You can keep them reaching up, or you can cactus shake the arms. For some, that really helps any tension in the neck here, right? Good. Take another breath here, digging your right toes in. Good. Lean forward, hands come down. Good. Wide hands, step back to plank. Take a breath. Exhale, knees come down. Untuck the toes, bring it all the way down. Elbows straight to side body. Slide your fingertips forward for Sphinx. Set your Sphinx up really well here. Gazes forward. You can even gaze down. Pull the front ribs in. Lift. So you'll go as deep as you can here. But I'm integrating the shoulders to find the core and the side body. Good. Slowly bring it back down. Inhale, look up. Exhale to downward dog. Good. Take a breath. Come to your practice. Good. Step it forward. Breathe in, halfway lift at the top. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up. Exhale, right back down. Smooth it out. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Good. Left foot steps back. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands come down. Step back to plank. Take a breath. Exhale, knees down, chest and shin. Sphinx. Head goes down, belly goes in. Pull it in, pull it in, pull it in. You shouldn't be any strain in the low back here because your belly's so firm. Bring it down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, downward dog. Good. Be in it, please. Be in it. Take a breath. Good. Step forward. The inhale is a halfway lift. The exhale is a folding down. The inhale, you rise up and push up. Then you pull down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Right foot steps back, way back. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Hands come down. Step back to plank. Exhale, knees down, chest and chin. Find Sphinx. Pull the belly in and up. Lift higher if you can. You can do it. Squeeze those elbows in. Think about the shoulders. Good. Bring it down to the ground. Inhale, look up. Exhale, downward dog. And one more round, my friends. Good. Like you're moving really intentionally, like you're swimming through the water here, right? Step forward. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, fold. Inhale, rise up. Press down to rise. Last set. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come down. Left foot steps back for lunge. Inhale, arms rise. Anjaneyasana. Hands come down. Step back to plank. Take a breath. Knees, belly, chest and chin. Sphinx. Belly comes in. Go as big as you can. Don't get tired. Lay it back down. Look up, inhale. Exhale, downward dog. Good. Take a breath in down dog. Step forward. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, push down to rise. Exhale, bring it back down. Fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale. Right foot steps back. Inhale, rise up. Push up. Bring it down. Step back to plank. Take a breath. Carry it down. Find Sphinx. Pull the belly in. Pull the belly in. So stay here for a moment. Get your elbows right where they need to be. I'm actually going to pull myself a little more forward. Turn your toes under. And then pick your knees up for plank. So forearm plank. Take a few breaths here. Lengthen out that tailbone. 3, 2, 1. Good. Lower it all the way down. Come down to your chin and let your arms move wide. Take a breath. Good. So we'll bring our right hand under our shoulder and we're going to push ourselves over to this left side. And you can have the right leg straight behind you, or it could be bent in front of you, or it could be knee up. Good. Come back to the center, pause. Right elbow comes out to the side, chin or forehead is down. The left hand comes under the shoulder and barrel roll over to the right. The right elbow just slides out to the side. Bring it down. Good. Take a nice deep breath or two here. Remember that left leg can have a lot of different homes here. Bring it back to the center, chin or forehead down. Bring your hands to your low back and just kind of push and find that traction. So you feel your pubic bone to the sacrum here. Pulling those frontal hips up into the body a little more. Take a breath. Good. All right, so hands under the shoulders, turn the toes under, and then push your way back into a tabletop position. So we'll be in tabletop here. Good. How's everybody doing? Everybody looks great. Good. All right, so from your tabletop position, we're going to do a little things for fingers, for arms, and then we're going to come back into a little bit of some forearm plank work, and then just really stretch out nice and juicy the sideline, okay? So my hands are nice and spread wide here. And then I'm going to take my right hand to spin my elbow forward and back. So it's obvious that I'm very double jointed. It used to be much worse. It used to be really freaky looking. But it's gotten better. I've gotten more in control of it, although you can still see it. Good. So I'm moving around here. I'm feeling some little pops and cracks in my wrists. My fingers are holding. Good. Then I'm going to go on to the left side. And I'm doing it one at a time, so I'm really paying attention to what I feel here and noticing if it comes down through the thumb. So you know there's a fascia line that wraps from the thumb all the way into the head of the shoulder. So a lot of times if you have shoulder issues, it's really important to work your hands and thumb. Really important. Good. A little bit more here. Really spinning and moving around. You feel this up in the head of the shoulder. Good. Pressing down into my fingertips. All right, so I'm going to walk my knees up a little bit. And so, because if I want to, I can come sit on my heels. But if not, I'm going to turn my right hand under. Good. And if you can, you'll turn the left hand under too. If this is too much for you, then you just do one hand at a time. And you can have your hips off your heels, or you can push your hips back, which is going to give you a little bit more extra. We'll take a few breaths here. You just play around with it. I'm going to wiggle my fingers here, so I'm moving my fingers around. Drop the weight of your head. Good. And then we're going to make a fist. Oh, make a fist. Oh my goodness. And then you can bring the hips up or keep them down. Just work into your hands here. Relax your jaw. And swallow to relax your throat. Take a few more breaths. Squeeze. Notice your pinkies, right? Can you feel them? What are they doing? Notice your middle finger, your thumb. You can move those thumbs in circle shapes here. And then see if you can kind of inchworm them. Good. One more breath. Good. So come back to sit on your heels. And if you need a prop, you can find a prop. If this doesn't work for you, you could sit on your tush. But our arms are going to reach out, and we're going to take a deep breath, and we're going to move our arms here, right? So I'm really moving my arms to find my shoulders. You can move your head. Just a bit more. Good. And then we're going to find eagle arms. The right arm's going to go into the left, eagle shape. Good. You can move a little forward and up. Forward, up, and forward and down. Relax your head. Good. Arms will reach back out over or out to the side. Cactus shape your arms. Good. And then move your hands down. The elbows go up. And then you'll reach them back, and the elbows go forward and down. So try to push your face forward here. Try to keep your alignment of your spine. You can do that if you really concentrate on this band of mid-ribs here. Keep those in. That's going to keep your structure more stable. Relax your forehead. Good. Arms reach out. Take a breath. Wiggle your fingers. Left arm goes under right, eagle wrap. Take a deep breath in and out. Good. You can move forward and up. And then back down. You can do a few more of these. You can move your head. It should just feel nice and juicy. Just a little bit more. Good. And the arms are going to reach out. And the arms are going to reach up. Look up. Good. Exhale, we're going to lean to the right. So just kind of move to the right. Right hand comes down. Good. You can look down with that right hand or over the right shoulder. Take a breath in the left rib, side body. Good. Reach it back up overhead. And then to the left hand goes down, C curve. So remember, especially when the intention, we're thinking about armpits and shoulders, scaps, all the parts that mean shoulder, right? Front chest, core. Think about what's happening in your armpit here, right? Good. Reach it back, up overhead, nice deep breath. And as you exhale, hands come behind your back and elbows are going to reach up. Good. So I'm pushing my head into the crook of my arms here. My palms are pressing. And I'm just enjoying this big, juicy stretch. Relax your eyebrows. Take a few breaths under the sternum. You can absolutely have your chest way up in more of a back bend shape, but I'm not over folding in the low back. My pelvis is pretty stable here. Good. Arms reach back up overhead. Exhale, bring the hands down. Make your way into downward facing dog. So we'll find downward dog. Good. Once you're in down dog, just stretch out the backs of the legs here after being folded and compressed. Good. So one little bit more, some effort to move into the shoulders, and then we'll find our way into our back body, okay? We'll find ourselves on our back. Good. Take a breath here. Come high on your toes. Press the chest back. Keep the hips high. One more breath. Just stretch out the back line here as best as you can. Good. And then the heels. Heels will come down to the ground. Good. All right. So push your feet back. Come forward into plank. And then you're going to drop your knees to the ground. So you're going to start with the knees on the ground. These are really pretty intense for shoulders. And it is something I want you to think about core. So that's why we work the core first. So keep that core really engaged. Have your hands spread wide. My shoulders are over the wrists here. I'm going to bring my knees in a little closer together just to give me a little bit more support and pull my belly in and lean forward. So I'm looking down and then I'm going to lean in. So I'm kind of, my shoulders are coming up to my ears, belly in, and then pushing away. And down. And up, and down, and up, and down, and up. Good. Child's pose. Let the palms face up, wiggle the fingers, move into the wrists. Good. One more breath. Good. All right, come back forward. And then we'll do this again. You can try it with your knees up, which is heavier, obviously. Or you just keep the knees down. But you understand how the shoulder, it's like my shoulders are going in, they're reaching into the back body, and then I'm widening the scaps. So the more that you can let your scaps float on your back, that they should have full mobility, but rarely do they. Because fascia tissue gets bound in those areas because we're stressed, because we drive, because we lean over, we do all the things, right? We damage our bodies from living. All right, so if you want to practice it with the knees up, you really just have to make sure you're in a really strong plank. Shoulders over wrists, fingertips are pressing. I'm going to go down and press. down, press, do it again. Keep going. Get as deep as you can in the scabs. One more. Good, knees come down. Sit back on your heels, let the hands come to your lap, and take a breath. Move your head around. Good, nice work. Move your fingers. And move around your wrists, kind of stir it around. Good. So compression to the joints is really healthy. It reminds your joints to create fluid and cushion. As long as you're doing it mindfully. And then you compress and then you open, right? You open. All right, so one last thing here. We're gonna come down to our forearms. Walk the knees back. And take a breath. So forearm plank is such a great way to really work your shoulders. And even like people who've had shoulder issue and had surgery, one of the therapeutics of that is to do kind of emulate a shoulder, a forearm plank from the wall. So you'd be on your feet, wouldn't be quite as heavy. So we're gonna step our feet back. We're gonna come into our forearm plank. Lean a little forward, take a breath. Your hands are wherever they feel most connected to the ground. Pull the belly in. So you really kind of yank that pubic bone towards your sternum. Push. So I'm pushing, pushing, pushing. All right, slowly, I'm gonna pick my hips up and walk my feet forward. So you might walk your feet forward just to here, pressing the heels down. Or you might continue to walk your feet forward, finding dolphin. But I'm pressing my chest back. Belly is in, the knees can be bent. Take your breath here. 3, 2, find those armpits hugging in. Got those little gerbils in there. Good. And then slowly bring it down to your knees and child. Good. Just take a moment in your child's pose. Good. Last deep breath here. You look great. Good. Good, yeah. All right, so slowly from your child, go ahead and come to sit up. Rearrange our pants here. And then we're gonna come to seated. And we're gonna start with our right foot back and our left foot forward. Left foot is forward. Bring your hands down to the ground or your lap, and we're gonna roll our shoulders. And so you can absolutely do this one at a time, especially if you've got one shoulder that feels a little less mobile, a little less agreeable. Good. One more time around. And then with my left shin forward, my arms are going to reach up overhead. I'm going to pull my left foot back, and I'm just going to fold over. Walk your arms forward. If your sit bones, your hips roll forward, that's fine, but then you can push them back. Good. Drop the weight of your head down. One more breath here. Then you'll walk your hands back. Good. And then we'll switch. So now we'll have our right foot forward. Lots of space here in the knees. And then we'll roll our shoulders again. You can go the opposite direction, or you can go the same. It doesn't really matter, just feel mobility. Right? Moving forward will get you a little more to the scaps, which you've worked. But rolling back is going to help you open up your collarbones, which is what we really all need. If you've ever had a decent massage, they dug up underneath those collarbones of the chest. Ooh! People that don't mash in there, that's not a massage to me. I need to feel the feels. Good. One more breath here. Good. We'll flex our front foot, our arms will reach up overhead, and then we'll fold. Good. And if your sit bones roll up, let them, and then push them back. So you can kind of move forward and back here a little bit, then bring it down as close to the ground as you can on this side. one more deep breath here. And then we'll slide our hands back. And then you're going to walk your hands back behind you. And as you walk your hands back behind you, you'll bring your feet to the ground. So my fingertips are facing forward. For some, fingertips facing out is the only way that they can make this work. I'm going to bend my elbows and move around in the shape a little bit for collarbones to open. And then I'm going to roll my shoulders back and lift my chest. So what a great way to really notice that the shoulders, the head of the shoulder, really connects all the way down into your hands, right? So if you want something a little bit deeper, you can walk the feet a little more forward and pick your hips up. Good. And then the head could be back or in. Keep the belly in, moving around a little forward and back can be nice. But I'm start to press deeper. So here you too can kind of feel that sinking in and pressing down. Good. Take another breath. Good. And then I'll pick my feet up, my toes up, and swing back down. And then push my feet forward. Arms reach up overhead, shake out the hands, wiggle them around a little bit. And then exhale, fold. My feet are wide here, but you could have them closer together if you'd like. Then allow yourself about 5 breaths here in your forward fold. Just to traction the low back, not to strain it, obviously. Good. And then you'll go ahead and slide all the way back up. Roll the shoulders back once you're lifted. You keep your legs as they are if you'd like, or you can narrow them or widen them. But we're going to take a twist to the right. Take a breath in and out. Pull the chin slightly back. Good, one more. And then through the center and to the left. One more, please. Good. And then slowly back to the center. And then you're going to make your way down to your back. So once you're down on your back, pull the knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug. And then you can let the feet come down and the knees come in towards each other. Your hands resting either on your belly and chest or overhead. If you like, you can straighten the legs or bring the feet together, knees wide. Allow yourself to find the shape that feels very grounding, like a grounding source for you. And even if your eyes are opened here, that's okay, as long as it feels soft. Or if your eyes are closed, let yourself feel as if you were seeing from the back of your eyes. It's just a few slow breaths here. As always, you're welcome to stay in Shavasana as long as you like. You don't have to do anything but lay here for upwards of, 30 minutes if you wanted to. But do notice how your body feels after your practice. Offer yourself all the gratitude that you deserve. So you're welcome to stay as you are. Or you could change the shape, stretch out the arms, or move into a small shape. Or you could stay just as you are. Find some deep breaths. You can choose to stay in Shavasana. You could lay on your back and just bring one of your hands to your heart. But wherever you are, wherever you've chosen to be, we'll all take a deep breath in and exhale. We'll do that one more time. Deep breath in. Good. Thank you all so much for sharing your time and your practice today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and week. Light Macy's and honors light each of you. Namaste. Have a great rest of your day.